cook them. First, the chip heads through an industrial toaster oven, which seals the outer surface, trapping moisture and causing the dough to bubble.
Good blisters and great texture. Blisters, that's what gives us that Doritos crunch that we all love so much.
The team then cools the chips back down on a series of conveyors and sends them into the fryer. A few minutes in scalding vegetable oil, you now have a basic Dorito. Add seasoning, and you're looking at a $4 billion a year product. Today, they're running the classic, nacho cheese.
That's the kind of Dorito we're looking for. Great Dorito, great crunch. You want to try a chip?
The crew needs to make about 1 million pounds of Doritos before the 4th of July, as well as the other top corn items, Fritos. Here, they're running twists. And Tostitos, a restaurant-style tortilla chip. And the pressure's on.
We're on schedule right now. Things are looking good. It's gonna be a tough 4th of July, though. We've got a lot of product to make. Real short window to get it done in.
At Frito-Lay, the crew is running full speed to fill the 4th of July orders. But the potato chip crew have hit a snag. One of their 2 truck unloaders is down.
Is there any way we can get maintenance out here to look at it?
What you got?
They're already loaded probably 4 or 5 more trailers for me, and they'll be here. If this dump isn't working, then they'll sit here until it does get to working. Right now, it's 97 probably out here with a heat index of about 103. So potatoes won't last long on these trailers. It's a big deal. I've got 20 trucks to unload today, and if I just have one dump, then that takes twice as long. And my potato quality will go downhill because they're sitting out here in the hot sun.
But in a facility this size, it's just one of 1 million things that can go wrong.
5, 6 top items for the weekend, so I'm in the loop, all right?
It's up to the engineering crew to keep it running.
Headed into the holiday season, we always try to do a good amount of preventive maintenance. But there's so much equipment in this plant, so many drives, gearboxes, motors, something's gonna happen.
With 12 production lines running 24/7, the crew needs to be ready for action.
We could have an issue with the rail car. We could have a little small photo eye or a laser go out, which backs a few cases up. The worst thing we can have happen is a power outage. In the summertime in the southeast in Georgia where we're at, we get a lot of lightning strikes, those afternoon storms that come through. When we're trying to get product to the market, the last thing we need is the power to go out.
Hey, fellas, y'all about got it?
About got it, Jeff.
All right, great.
Everybody clear?
That was quick.
But for now, crisis averted.
Yeah, 10-4, Craig. We're clear. Go ahead. We started.
There we go. Get us up and running quick. Cool. Appreciate it, Jeff.
And that's just as well, because when it comes to potatoes, there's no time to waste. Once they pull a spud out of the ground, they've only got a short window before the tuber starts to break down.
This potato, it went rotten.
That's because chipping potatoes are bred with a very thin skin to cut down on waste. So the farms that supply Frito-Lay, like Black Gold Farms in Florida, must harvest within days of delivery to the factory.
Perfect size, nice round white chip. This is what you want it to look like. We planted this field, basically 105 to 110 days ago with the intention of it coming out, of us harvesting this week. Here we're sort of at a race against time, and now we're just getting into harvest, and we need to keep moving. In the next few weeks here, it's going to be 100 degrees, and they'll basically cook in the ground.
Once they're harvested, the spuds head for the wash house. They travel along a series of shakers and sieves to eliminate dirt, grass, and rocks. Potatoes then pass through a short water bath and onto the grading tables.
These ladies are our last line of defense. When all those grains and sieves don't catch, they're gonna catch. They look really good. Quality is probably as good as it's gonna get right now.
At this point, the potatoes are still hot from the ground, so they send them through a hydro cooler.
Turn it off.
A cold water bath.
I'm kind of the gearhead of the family, so I'm here helping set up this new hydro cooler. If we don't get the potatoes moved quick, they'll rot. They'll break down on us. As soon as they're harvested, you've turned the clock on as far as their life and their durability. So we have to do everything we can to get those potatoes made into chips as quickly as possible. This is the inside of the cooling tunnel, and so we've got cold water circulating around the potatoes. They're submerged in it and circulating around the potatoes at just below 40 degrees. So that allows us to take the temperature out of the potatoes. It's real important because the potatoes down here in Florida are hot. The pulp temperatures are really hot, so we got to get them cooler so they last longer.
The spuds must meet strict quality standards. If they don't, Frito-Lay rejects the load no matter how much they need the shipment. They load the potatoes and give them one final check.
Let her get about a tennis ball size potato. to check the pulp, and we like to check it one more time just so we know what's going into the truck. We like to triple check things here. And it's down 74 degrees, so it's getting much colder, so that's a good thing.
Each load runs about 40 to 45,000 pounds of premium potatoes. And in just a few hours, these spuds will be chips. At the Frito-Lay factory, everything is running smoothly.
Hold on a second. I gotta check a few things out up top here.
Once the fresh chips leave the kitchens, they travel through a system that shakes them gently onto the next stage. All conveyors, ladders, drops, and scoops vibrate slightly, so chips never hit a hard surface.
When you open a bag of our product, do you like to see broken chips in? No, nobody likes that. So what we try to do is we shake them along so they don't break apart. If we tumbled them and moved them through a regular conveyor, they have a tendency to snap. And a lot of times you can't see it, you have to feel it, because sometimes it's a little bit of vibration, or the more product, the more vibration you need.
Next comes packaging. The chips shuffle into position. Then they drop down to the measuring machine, where a series of scoops precisely weigh out a bag's worth of chips. Finally, they drop into bags on the ground floor. The bagging machine blows in nitrogen and closes it with an airtight seal. This displaces the oxygen, so the chips don't become stale, and creates an air pocket that acts as a cushion so they don't break.
That's what we want. We want a whole chip. We don't want the broken chip. We want the whole chip.
In the next few days, the Perry plant will need to ship out about 1.5 million cases of chips for the 4th of July rush.
I'm a pacer. Martin is kind of heavy right now, so we be working a lot right now. She has a smaller bag than I do. Well, she's working faster than me.
Potato chips, Doritos, Fritos, Tostitos. These are Frito-Lay's heavy hitters, each topping $1 billion a year in sales. But over in the bakery, there's another chip with a loyal following.
I love Funyuns.
This is the Funyun production line.